Hello Gemini, welcome to your weekly reading with me, Cindy. So Gemini, we're going to see what your story is this week. Going nice. I apologize for my voice, it's coming in and out. I think because I was outside, my son and I took Lily for a walk and it's quite hot and humid, but now it's air conditioning's on in the house, so it's cold and dry, and I think it's affecting my voice. So I apologize if I sound a little rougher than I usually do. I haven't been out partying or clubbing, that's for sure. Nothing like that. So Gemini, what's going on? What is going on with Gemini this week? Ooh, wow. Oh my gosh. I'm only laughing because it's just like life is so ironic. The Ace of Wands. But you know what? I'm seeing something. I am seeing like, I don't know what's going on. You're having a good, like right now, I'm trying to remember what I'm doing because this is vacation reading. I'm on vacation, but I make a point of projecting and asking, and I know I can do it. I'm doing it. I know something's going down. Something's going down while I'm on vacation. Things are closing down. I know they are. I don't know where, I'm guessing in the US. I was really picking that up. Yeah, it's kind of like seeing in the future. All I have to do is turn on this camera. Oh, I should stop doing that. Say, okay, the week of September 29th, 2021. What is the energy? I might start doing that because this is like a portal. I really started to notice that, to recognize that with the camera. So you're like, Cindy, just tell us our cards. Oh, I'm telling you, it's like a portal. I discovered that when I realized at one point I didn't know what to name a video. And then I thought to myself, well, shit, you guys are all watching and you know what this video is called. And then it totally made sense to me and how time is not linear, right? It's our perspective of time. I'm just telling you. So, the week of July 21st, for you Gemini, is looking pretty good. You have the Nine of Cups and the Emperor. Boy, you have just taken ownership of your life. You own it. Nothing's stopping you. And this is where you're going. And I'm responsible for my happiness. I want to say because I have been listening, and it's true. I have been listening to the readings because I act like a conduit. And I've seen another reader, Rustling, I think is his, I really should get that right. Let me get that right for him because he's great. He's really great. And it's really enjoyable to watch masculine energy do this because it's something that mostly feminine energy does. Rustling around, and it's all one word. And he has said that too. Like it's the same thing. I'll go into the comments and I'll be like, I have no idea what they're commenting about. I don't remember what that reading was because it's just like a conduit. But I have been making a point of going and watching them. So I have been listening to what your readings have been, and you've been really determined to find something for yourself here and to like look at it. Looks like you've really done it. We get July 21st. You're really owning your life and you are in happiness. Like you have found happiness. And this is an interesting, just looking at your reading, and I love learning from all your readings. But the Nine of Cups is all about, I'm the only person responsible for my happiness. And usually we associate that with, okay, if something didn't work out, that's okay. I can have a little bit of sadness about that, a little bit of disappointment. But at the end of the day, I know that I'm still happy about all these other aspects of my life. And that's kind of what the Nine of Cups is, that you're not dependent on that. Or even if you're with a partner and you really were excited, I want to go to the beach today. And like, you know what, I'm not really feeling up to the sun, and I kind of want to stay inside and read. Like, oh, you can still go to the beach, right? Like that's that energy. But what I'm seeing here is taking responsibility for your life because the Emperor is very strong-willed. The Emperor owns their life and they see the direction of it and they take it there, regardless of what is in the way. So again, regardless of what has been in the way or is in the way. Going through it. And look what you have. You have the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups. And the underline is the Ace of Wands. That's like three massive new beginnings here. Was it you? And I'm trying to remember. Somebody was manifesting something. You had like a physical intention of what you wanted to do. Look at that. 3 8. I hope I'm not giving the finger. Oh my gosh. 3 aces. All sorts of different colors here. I think it was you. You were trying to manifest something for yourself. And it was probably this kind of energy. But I was getting the message that you were actually, there was a secondary manifestation that you were creating almost energetically behind the scenes that you weren't consciously aware of. Because there's really, really big new beginnings for you. Now, at first I saw this and I thought, Judgment and the 5 of Cups. How do you go from all this amazing energy to disappointment? But what I think it is, it's sort of, this Judgment is a choice to have a rebirth. It's a choice to go forward in a new direction here. And either it's revisiting this and rebirthing from it, or it's getting some sort of clarity on it. There's something that, some sort of disappointment that you're getting either some clarity, you're taking some action towards, you're understanding more clearly perhaps. Because there's a lot of aces, there's a lot of clarity. The Ace of Swords, this is understanding and knowing the truth. This is communication. The Ace of Cups, this is a beginning in feelings and emotions here. So it all feels very positive feelings and emotions. And the Ace of Wands, this is like feeling just on top of your game, like on fire, feeling very passionate. All right, so let's look at the clarifiers. The 9 of Cups, the 9 of Cups, Gemini, the 9 of Cups. I can see why you have the Emperor here. You're harnessing, I want to say like Aries energy. So your 9 of Cups is the Tower and the 6 of Swords. I see that. I've seen that in your readings. So it may have been unexpected. Maybe it was unexpected to you. I certainly feel it was probably unexpected to others because this 9 of Cups is a very independent happiness. This is very independently happy. You created a situation here and you're trying to get to a better place. That's all you wanted to do with the 6 of Swords. You just wanted to get to a better place and you just took action to do it. You just took action to do it. That's what I'm going to do. And the Emperor. Clarification for the Emperor. Yeah, see? The order these came out in. The 4 of Pentacles, the 6 of Wands, and the King of Cups. What I got with the 4 of Pentacles, it came out first, was like feeling stuck or trapped in something. Oh, look at this. Look at the change. Okay, this 4 of Pentacles dude is just holding on to his pentacle, like just trying to hang on to stability here, what he's familiar with, doesn't want to move. And then the Emperor also has something in his hands, a little bit in the same way. But the Emperor, it's almost like a crystal ball with a dragon in it. It's like, I am the creator of my world and I move forward energetically and physically. See that? Like transforming this into this. And then you get the 6 of Wands and the King of Cups. Like finding victory. Finding victory in your emotions and your feelings. Having a lot of emotions and feelings too, but being in complete control of it. So your Ace of Swords, do you want to know what your chart is? What is the Ace of Swords for Gemini? What is the Ace of Swords for Gemini? The 6 of Pentacles and the 3 of Wands. There's something here that was imbalanced. There's balance coming in. There's some sort of balance. Almost like a ship is coming in. Something that you've been looking for. It's weird though. I feel like with this though, I feel like you're not even looking for anything. Like I feel like, because looking for something, like growth and expansion. It feels like you're beyond that already. Threes are about growth and expansion. And you've kind of done that. Tell us more about the Three of Wands for Gemini. The King of Swords. It's you. It's all you. You are your truth. You hold your truth. You're being pretty, like, solid and direct about it. You know what I see here? Because these swans and these butterflies are all drawn to this sword that's just glowing with like this divine light. It's like whatever, you're living your truth. You're owning your truth. You're expressing your truth. And in that, you draw to you what is meant for you as well. Because you're being drawn into the sword. The Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups. It looks like you've cut out anything that was not working to create, like, right? Because there's something here that would felt like it was needing some sort of balance, some sort of correction and balance and give and take. And you've cut things out to bring in balance, to bring in sort of karmic justice. You've cut things out and it's creating all these new beginnings. Energetically, it's creating all this energy of new beginnings for you. So the Judgment. The Judgment card for Gemini. The Judgment card for Gemini. There's another ace. The Ace of Swords again. The Ace of Swords, the Death card, Scorpio, and the Two of Pentacles. It's a rebirth in the truth here. It's a rebirth, but what's fascinating is it's also got the Death. It's like there's at least two elements, I want to say. We have two cards here that are, the Death card is like death and rebirth because something really ends. How? That's interesting. A Judgment. It's like a rebirth. There's some sort of a rebirth in something. Usually the Death card is something brand new coming in. It's a death and a rebirth of you, but on a different element. But with the Judgment card, it's like a double rebirth. A lot of times it's in the regular tarot, like it's people coming up out of coffins. So, and there's this like angelic energy standing above them and trumpeting them upwards. It's almost like Judgment Day, right? Like something that was once dead is now alive. And the Two of Pentacles, having to balance some sort of choice here. So the Five of Cups, the Five of Cups. Oh, God. The Knight of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. There's two knights there going towards an Eight of Cups energy. It feels like some sort of movement towards, I want to see, what I'm getting here is because when someone's on an Eight of Cups journey, they've really walked away from a lot of stuff, pretty much everything. They've walked away from everything to go and find new things for themselves. And it's like there's this Knight of Cups energy walking sort of behind, offering a cup. And the Knight of Swords is sitting behind it. But he's running, if you can see it here. Can you see it? This Knight of Swords energy is going this way, towards this Judgment. So either you or someone, I'm kind of feeling like, has walked away. It kind of feels like it's probably Gemini, because you've really taken ownership of your life and had to remove energy that just was not serving your higher good or your higher purpose. I feel like something might be revisited from the past. Something might be revisited from the past for you. but that's okay because you're the Nine of Cups. So the Chariot is at the bottom. There is some sort of energy around you creating movement. Let's get a fairy deck, a fairy card. I don't want to read the whole deck. A fairy card for Gemini. A fairy card for Gemini. All right, Gemini. A message for Gemini. A final message for Gemini. Jeez, one is over there and one is over there. Wait for winter. Oh my gosh. Wait for winter. During the colder months, the Fairy Queen of Winter will help you manifest your most heartfelt wishes, as long as your intentions are for the highest good of all. That's an interesting message. You know, it's actually a very interesting message, because here, this is a very needing to look out for number one energy. This is very much a needing to look out for number one energy, which is absolutely important, particularly depending on what cycle or point you are in life. You've got to always put the mask on yourself before you can put it on others. So this feels a lot like taking ownership of your life, but at some point remembering too, like, well, why are we here? You know, we are here to go on a journey, but also to help other people on their journeys as well. So wait for winter too is a cycle change. Winter is when things don't seem like anything is growing, right? It feels like things are not growing, things are in stasis because they're sitting below the surface. All the energy is down there, but it's waiting for the right environment for it to be able to come up. During the colder months, the Fairy Queen of Winter will help you manifest your most heartfelt wishes, as long as your intentions are for the highest good of all. So that's important too, that you're not taking actions because the actions that you're taking are truly about finding your freedom, finding your happiness, finding your truth, however that's resonating for you, but you're not doing it in a way to, like you're not harnessing energy, like any sort of resentment energy, right? No, resentment energy. So your pure intention. The Fairy of Manifestation will help you to use your wishes wisely. Manifest your heart's desire with pure intention and for the highest good of all. I really feel like you're being asked to step it back a little. You're being asked to step back a little, Gemini. But that's okay. There's always a correction in anything. If there's an energy that's been suppressed at some point, like if it keeps being pushed down, at some point, yes, it will come way up here, but then it does need to self-correct again and come back down. So there might be some of that for you. And what's at the bottom? Go outside. It's time to go outside. Tune into the powerful peace of nature, wherever you are, and feel at one with your habitat. That's nice. That's very grounding energy. Very grounding. Yes. All right. Thank you, Gemini. That was an interesting reading. I hope it gave you guys some clarity and some insight. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.